In this video, we're going to cover two ways to create a wall inside of Maya. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to go to Display, Heads Up Display, and I've chosen Poly Count. And the reason I'm doing this is because when we're creating elements for a game environment, the polygon count is critical. So if we were to take a look at the count for both of these surfaces, the one wall in the front is comprised of 8 faces, whereas the one in the back is comprised of 12. The number we're seeing to the left is the polygon count for the entire model, which in this case is only these 2 walls. The wall on the right that is 12 faces was done by creating a polygon cube and then another to subtract where we wanted the opening. And we use Boolean modeling for that. So I'll select the wall I want to keep, select the surface that will subtract, and under Mesh, Booleans, and Difference. Now I'm going to create the low poly count surface using a polygon plane and the polygon extrude tool, and also under my Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're going to use one other tool. Under Mesh tools, again I'll hold Command Shift, and under Mesh tools I'll choose multi-cut. I'll start by creating a polygon plane, and I'll drag the parameters, and I'm going to get rid of the reference file. And now I'll go to my front view once again, and I'll get the multi-cut, and I'll start to define where I want the window to be on the wall, inserting 4 edges. I'll now right-click and choose Face and delete Face. Now, in order to make this efficient, we can eliminate some of these edges that are defined by the new polygons that were just introduced with the Edge tool. And I can use the multi-cut tool to do that. So I'll go to my front view once again, and I'll click on the multi-cut tool. And if I double-click on it now, I can see where the tool settings are, and I've reduced the snap to 1. That'll give me a little bit more leeway and freedom in placing the line where I'd like it to be. Hitting return each time I've planted the 2 vertices that are associated with the line. I'll continue to cut these diagonals in each of the corners. Now if we look at our polygon count, we can see that there are currently, in the object mode, 12 faces. I can eliminate faces by eliminating edges. I'm going to right-click and choose Edge. I'll select the vertical and horizontal edges coming from the center opening. And when they're selected, I'll hold down my spacebar. I'll go to Edit Mesh, and I'll choose Delete Edge Vertex. And now my polygon count has been reduced to 4. Now all I need to do is go to Edge, and I'm going to select the inside edge here so that I get the thickness I want with the Extrude tool. I'll either Shift select the 4 inside edges or double click on one of them, and it will select all of them for me. Now I'll click on my Polygon Extrude tool, and I'll center the pivot of it by clicking on the little blue dial with the line on it, and I'll drag it back. Now if we look, we can see our polygon count is only 8 as opposed to 12 for the surface that's got both sides available. Now this is more desirable in a game environment because a game environment would not show the other side of this Boolean piece. And that's pretty much the efficient way to create surfaces for game environments.